What?
Oh.
How many tracks will we track today? What am I doing? We're going to the Battle Square. But for actual reasons, not losing the arena reasons.
Oh?
There's a museum at the Battle Square.
Oh?
And somehow, this jackass got a hold of the key and put it into the museum.
Well, where else are you going to put it?
It was hard to find this at first for me, because it's kind of out here.
It's like off screen in a place you don't really want to go to because the fighting sucks in here.
Weekend clock. What is this? Laugh sapling. Slayer's pot. Mask?
Ugh. Horrifying.
There's Dio.
Diver suit?
D-type.
D? What?
Can't read anything on the right. Line's pot. Calling gourd. Zogger's cup.
Good old Zogger. I'm gonna Google right now. FF7 Zogger's cup.
It's the keystone. It's the center of his awful museum.
Someone on Gamificus made a topic about these references here, if you can call them that. No one had any information to provide. No one knows what a Zogger's cup is about, or calling gourd.
Ooh boy!
That should be a name at some point. Who boy?
Ooh boy! He wants me to battle in the battle arena. I think this battle means nothing. Like, he doesn't charge us for winning or losing. Like, we just throw it, but I'll do my best anyway. I was going to say, I just finished Secret of Evermore, and, what a game. But, ignoring discussing what a game it is, the end of it was, it kind of did the Undertale thing, where if you sit there for a long time, something happens. Like, maybe that's even where they took that idea from. But if you sit at the end screen and don't touch anything for 2 minutes, you get a little cutscene. And then it says, the end, question mark? And if you sit there again for 30 minutes, you get another one. And it's just the credits entry that says something like... Oh god, what does it even say? It says like...
You did it?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Well, it must have been great, since you already forgot.
Yeah. It says, Dolly Grip. Credit to Brian Federa.
What?
And, apparently that's a reference to his wife named Dolly. And also a Dolly Grip is a piece of equipment. So he thought that was funny.
Yeah, isn't that a track that a camera moves on?
Yeah. I guess. Whatever. That's what the museum is, probably more developer jokes. The worst kind of jokes, the kind that no one at all understands.
Zogger's cup. Whoa.
I guess if they just need a name for a MacGuffin, it doesn't matter too much.
Maybe.
I'm a white wind. I'm gonna blast him. Even sub. I'm not gonna blast him. He blasted himself. My purple materia, my independent materia.
Independent? That's what they're called?
Here comes the frog.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna hang out. I guess, I don't know.
What's up, 5 years, I'm still going.
Don't miss.
It takes like 5 minutes to attack.
His name is Touch Me. He's dead.
That was pretty tough.
I'm gonna write that down.
Oh, I just noticed. We paid attention to the off course before. Instead of the course. But what is... No! Way! Why is there a comma there? What the fuck?
No? Hey! Oh, my command. Damn. Let's blast this
Uh-oh.
bird. Slim Hazard. He's got like a haircut. Like he's got like an anime haircut, dude.
Does.
Oh shit.
Oh no, he's gonna cock you.
I've been maned.
But an animation for a very minor mana drain. Damn, you really climmed him.
My support. Not the halt whips.
How do you miss? Oh my god, this is not good.
It ain't good.
I didn't die.
It ain't good.
Nice shapes.
Thank you.
Boy, got a timer, huh? I didn't remember that.
Where's the timer?
Next to your guy. Your barrier has a timer.
Oh yeah, it does. It's not as bad as it is in other games. Like I think in FF9, the same spell is there, and it's over in like 4 times as fast. Like this is like a minute's worth of barrier. In that game, you get like 10 seconds. It's just instantly gone. Death sentence.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Oh, bees.
Too bad they broke my materia that cures that. I'll fix it next time. Okay, it's time to heal. I guess he's done attacking. Like he's just used up his resources. So let me
So,
let me Asuna or whatever.
birds.
We'll start with the poison. Poison smelly. Is there anything in here that says please don't die? And
No remedies? There
I
you go.
have to waste a remedy. I don't know if I want to. Is that really the only? There's no solution, like not a real solution.
Probably not. I can't think of what it would be in other FF games.
I'll go one more at least before I die to that. Well, die I sure will.
Oh
Oh,
my
it,
God.
it went away when I
Oh, okay.
well,
What did they hit so? What?
I don't know. They really
I-
are murdering me a lot for some reason. That's not good.
Oh, fuck.
This is over. I have almost no chance to heal in time for that nonsense. Oh, my chance.
Whoa, holy crap.
Oh!
No way.
Do you get anything for that? I'm gonna look this up.
I have to guess, probably no.
It does not matter how you perform.
Good.
You get nothing. I'm checking another source just to verify, but I'm pretty sure you're right. There's nothing here. I can't believe there's no reason. No, wait. If you win all 8, you get a Protect Vest, the equivalent of a Protect Ring, and a Choco Feather.
Oh, that's not bad, I guess.
Let me see. The Choco Feather is 10 dex. That's garbage. And the Protect Vest is dropped by Rufus. And bought in Rocket Town. We already have that stuff, so...
Oh,
The other
okay.
guides are pretty much right in that we get nothing because it's real bad.
Oh, Protect Vest sounds like something that's good.
Yeah, it's just 10 Vitality or something.
Wow, okay.
We have one somewhere.
Can't believe I was tricked.
You were fooled.
Oh!
There he goes.
Can't believe they couldn't give their guy, like, hands, real hands, but they gave that guy pecs.
They love their muscle-bound guy in underwear.
Well, who can blame him?
You did the goof quest in 14, you know about him.
Unfortunately, yes. Yes.
I just realized he's pretty much the same dude. What am I supposed to do now?
Kinda.
Did I not pick up the keystone, actually? I feel like I might have just...
Did.
What do I do now? Oh, I think I'm supposed to try and leave and fail.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Oops. Just can't get enough. The gambling area. So? What do you mean so? You can't
So
ride
you
it,
can't
asshole.
leave, you fucking dumbass.
Ugh, gross.
Too bad. That's also a great name for any RPG stream. Too bad.
You could say, too bad it happens, though, to anything.
Yeah, too bad.
That's like asking how about this weather. Why don't we get it? We get a chance to be like this anytime you want. There's no reason why you can't just get together. Cool.
Like the ghosts.
Lol. This will be funny. Funny story. I also don't know what's going on. I'm tired. Phew!
Sephiroth. The old double Sephiroth.
Long swordsman
Oh, we didn't do a prediction yet. Should we do that?
I did. It's
Oh, you did? Oh, I just didn't notice.
it's still running, I think. No, it's finally closed. It seems like there's lots of land full of this energy.
By Jove, the Cetra's return to the promised land.
Is
What
he
the
just like
fuck?
leading us on? How could he?
What?
Mako, that's some kind of cereal? By Jove, can you feel it?
Maybe he thinks everything he doesn't recognize is a disease he hasn't heard of. Pork? Is that a disease?
So Sephiroth is walking around asking Dio, the shirtless man at the gold saucer, where he can find black materia to destroy the Earth.
Who else are you gonna ask? I like how Cool is just sleeping in the back, by the way. Look at
Yeah.
him. He's just dozing.
By Jove, you know.
Ah, it's Long Swordsman X. Ah, it's Long Swordsman X.
Good night. What?
Huh?
Why wouldn't you? Ain't that
What?
complicated.
It's a big materia for super killing.
Be strong. He's right over there.
You can't be strong. Only one can be.
Stop
No!
it. Oh, shucks. Be strong.
You're confusing him.
Oof. Hey, cool. He's just in here by himself in this room for 3 people.
Let me look at the thunder. That's pretty good thunder.
Hey, Mega Man X.
Okay.
You're coming.
And this music's back. Thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take a peek.
Event Square only happens once. What? What?
See, they're both men. Oh.
They're not gonna let us do the event. That sucks.
Wow.
It's supposed to be this very elaborate play that we pick answers for, and we ruin it and get slapped.
Oh yeah.
And it's
that's
just
right.
getting skipped. They're just like, nah, no men allowed. That sucks.
Thanks, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I guess that's cool. What? This is so
When you-
snide.
What? What?
Yo,
You wanted us to go anyway.
they're playing the wrong music.
Oh.
I guess this is Barrett's theme.
Yes.
Pretty cool. They're not like saying anything.
Yep.
Did they forget to tell them to, hey, look out the window? Because you're supposed to be told to, you know, you're not supposed to just do it. Well, it's fine. We're finally here. We worked hard for this.
So far, this is much less interesting than what I anticipated. They're saying nothing and you skip a thing. What? What the fuck? Hey, fool.
Not having fun.
What?
I have no idea what they're saying. Oof. Bashov. He's the one who asked strong.
What?
What? I hope not.
Yeah.
This is a very unusual date.
What? Oh, they swore again.
Was that a censor?
No. It was
Is he
just a
shooting
real
us?
shit. I guess so.
Well,
That's game over.
this was the worst.
Yeah, that fucking sucked. Wow. That was horrible.
For all the hype that you get for the options to do this, they just kind of slacked off on this one. The
That's it?
the other three are fine. Like even Yuffie's is all right. Hers
That
is
was
kind of funny.
horrible.
I guess at least we'll get to do this with him. This is probably the good part because he hates this guy just like me. Ugh, it's gross.
Hey! Gross!
How did he get that anyway? I guess we just put it in a box in our room? Left it there, you know?
We took it out of our party inventory.
You like the Scooby-Doo chase?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, there's one pretty good jump he did there.
Hey. Hey. How can this thing be faster than us? It boggles the mind.
It's got engines on it. Oh, it's your favorite thing, the helicopter.
I love this toy copter thing. There it goes.
It had a little sidecar for the helicopter for Seng to stand on. Why did it say by the Shinra instead of by Shinra?
Sometimes they do that. What is this line?
They do?
How about it's all good? No way, cat.
You got a lot of guts.
It's like they didn't realize it was a toy until now. The other aspect,
Yes.
like they just take it for face value.
That's a pretty good reception on that toy also. They're controlling it all the way from Midgar.
Sorry about the incredible betrayal, but you know, we're friends actually.
You don't really need to get paid. You just kill some monsters. You kill 2 dragons, get some ethers, sell them. You're set for life.
Once a spy, he literally betrayed you 10 seconds ago. There's no window of sorrow. But I didn't know about this.
Oh, that made it seem like because Tifa's name was Oof, that made it seem like she was being hit or something. Papa, Oof.
See, he's a good cat. He just, you know, kidnapped a little girl and is holding her hostage under threat of death to join us and spy on us directly. And
It's all right to give a cat a hostage as a little treat.
why don't we continue on as we did, or I'll kill her. And he just
Dum
saunters
de
off.
dum 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 dum, gonna kill a child.
I hate this character. Anyway, cool date. Worst night of Barrett's life. 1 elixir, please.
That's gonna be very expensive. It's a hotel minibar. It's gonna be like 100,000 gil.
So we're gonna talk to the other team about that, or what took you so long, Strong? No one is upset about him anymore. They're all over it.
Probably didn't tell anybody.
Level 36, holy crap. These 2, and no one else.
Wow.
Who am I taking? Who's your favorite third party member here?
I don't think we had a Oof with us for a while. Yeah, it's hard to say if the other members of our party know about the traitoring.
I feel like they do. Because it would be actually insane not to tell them. It would be suicide, in fact, to not say a single thing about the betrayal man.
Yeah, well, Strong's not very bright.
That's true. I mean, is 2 damage really worth the loss of that ability, which is probably pretty significant. I'm not sure how significant, but I bet it is like
Let's
triple.
try it out.
If I were going to put a number on something like that, I would say that it just does triple damage. That probably is right. All right, we have all this materia from the attempt at running that battle arena.
It was a good attempt.
Yeah, not really.
It was a good attempt.
We're gonna cover counter. I don't really want to level up cover too much more though. I think it's good at level 3 or so, but I'll still put it on there for now. Gotta give him a ton of HP while he's cover countering everybody. Hell else? I guess he can have one of those, whatever. What's her weapons looking like these days? Kind of think I might do that.
You get a little bit more AP total if you have 4 doubles instead of 7.
Yeah.
7 regular ones.
I'm only really concerned about a couple spells here too. Like I really don't need to double up on most of these.
Yeah.
I want wall and reflect and all those. I think I do want to double up that one. Stop could be good, whatever works. Demi 3 is like, what, 75% of your HP is gone? I got used on me recently, that sucked. I need a Suna, also. Those 2 are the ones that need to happen. The rest of these are whatever. So she can have those ones. Yo, Booba, thanks for the 82 months, what the...
Wow, that's a lot of months.
Good heal, and... I just said with the 17. I appreciate it. These 2, barrier and wall, and
What loot,
Suna,
what loot,
and...
what loot, what loot, what loot, what loot.
What is resist?
Resist?
It's a spell, I don't even know what it is. Is it just defense up? Oh, isn't that barrier? What is resist?
Summon resist. Does it make you immune to statuses? It applies the resist status effect. Thanks, Ricky.
82 is a lot more than 17.
Ah. I see.
It locks in status effects for the target, making them immune to all status effects, including instant death, and locking in any current status effects, positive or negative. Oh, so you can make an unending barrier, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds really good, in fact, if you could take advantage of that properly. I could get haste and big guard on, and maybe reflect, and then throw that bad boy up there. That sounds good.
It is a pretty bad boy.
Yeah. Are we sure you don't want a Chocobo race?
I would go for a Chocobo race, whatever.
I think I need to be racing my own Chocobo to actually get prizes. I mean, if there's anything to win, we could go after that. I'm currently getting ready to just go straight to the Temple Age. Just can't think of anything else to do. Not planning on grinding her limit break. I probably will do that kind of stuff on my second playthrough that I'm planning to do this year with mods that make it not such a grind. Like just reduce the kill count by half across the board, and the XP for the materia just double every time. Like, all of those things probably will be modded, so.
And then Chocobo races. Well, there's some stuff, but this fucking list is shit.
It's really hard to figure out. It would also have to be something I can't get on disc 2. Because, you know. And I don't think there's anything like that. I think you can get just about everything. Like, you could technically race Chocobos now, but I don't think there's any reason to.
There's a bunch of good stuff you can get, but I can't tell by looking at this whether you can get it now or not. Probably not. So I'd guess.
So there's 4 ranks of Chocobo, I think. CD, no, it actually is 5. D all the way to S, I think.
I think it's CBAS.
Yeah. So like, that'll take some time, and we can do that now, I think. If we could manage to get a Chocobo that good, which we probably could if we knew exactly how to do it, which I don't. Like, there's a certain Chocobo you have to get somewhere, and you have to breed it with another Chocobo from somewhere else and hope for good results.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And once you get that Chocobo, you then race it to A class or whatever it's allowed to go to, and then you can get another one, a male or, you know, the opposite, and do it again, and then breed those 2, and then you have yourself like a river Chocobo, which will let you go somewhere else. Like, you just keep doing it until you end up with the ultimate Chocobo. I will not be doing that here probably, unless we use a guide for it and feel like wasting an entire night.
Probably not.
I would say that it's one of the most unfun ways to do that you could create. Like, the racing isn't good enough to merit. If the racing were good, it would be something. Unfortunately, it is not. They're running on rails, pretty much. You can actually move left and right, I think, when you're the driver, but, like, it's still kind of on rails. You can't really wreck or anything, and it's kind of, like, endurance controlled.
You can't push other Chocobos off a bridge?
You can't. There's no F-Zero destruction action or anything. Like, Chocobo Racing has, like, you know, battle items and stuff. That game is actually pretty solid, as far as it goes. It's just Mario Kart. But this is much just regular.
What if it was like Crazy Motorcycle? You were riding a Chocobo and you caught other people's Chocobos to pieces with your big sword.
I think Crazy Motorcycle is one of the best mini games in this game. It's not perfect, but at least it's snappy arcade
It works.
game. Yeah, they should have done that again. Snowboarding is an attempt at something like that. They just didn't succeed, but I can appreciate the try. I don't feel like they tried with Chocobo Racing. It's more like a set piece. Free.
I think they made a bunch of 3D shapes. They wanted to put them somewhere, so they made a Chocobo track with all the shapes they made. There you go.
I don't remember how to get across there. Why is it so hard to figure out? I think I have to go across the river or something.
I think so.
We have to solve the mystery of why they put blue water in my way.
I think you gotta snake across the whole continent there. I didn't remember that the tiny Bronco turns into this, by the way. I had no recollection at all of this weird water skipper.
Why doesn't he just fix his plane? Fix your plane, Sid.
Why isn't this a ruled boat? Why is it a weird plane that barely works?
Why can't it? I mean, yeah, why can't it go over water that's deep? What? How shallow are we talking here? Is it like grabbing the sand?
They're walking and pushing the plane along.
Where's this? I'm just gonna use White Wind and get in there. Can I use this in the field? I'll just use it, whatever. I'll use it in the first battle I get into. It's fine. I like the song here. This dungeon is your Labyrinth dungeon that's just mandatory to have one of those every once in a while, right?
Yeah, music's pretty good.
I don't hate this place, even though it is a labyrinth. It's one of the least offensive ones. It's overwhelming to look at, though. It's one of those things where you're like, wow, I don't want to do this. But then it's not too bad. They did a good job. You're uneasy, but happy.
I see you.
He just died up there. Hey. How you doing? Number 9, and... well, there he goes. What?
Alright, see ya. What?
Huh?
That a bit of a what the?
What?
I've been...
It's Longswordsman X.
Sephiroth.
Was that harsh?
What?
Pretty harsh. Telling me I won't succeed. Why didn't Sephiroth take the keystone? What did he attack him for then? Just doesn't like him?
Guess so. Maybe Sephiroth is the only long-haired guy that's allowed to be around. Thing's got long hair. He's like, no, it's my thing. Kill him.
Yes, more than the guy who crushed everybody with a pillar.
Listen.
And then
it was the
slapped
bomb
you
that
while
did it.
doing it. I remember that. He kidnapped you and slapped you and then dropped the pillar on the, entire city.
It was the bomb's fault.
He's also not hurt that bad. He's gonna be okay. He's just sitting there. Well, we're in there. Oop.
What was that thinking pose? What did he do?
Thinking about descending. Okay, here's the screen of intimidation right here. I have words and feelings about this screen. Be tough, strong. We gotta get that wizard rabbit. It begins. Dimensions. Shapes.
What a mess. Shape City.
And weird things to climb also. We'll get you through some of this.
Also, what the fuck is that guy in the hat? Or whatever. What is he? I don't remember that.
It's another wizard rabbit. There's a couple around here.
Oh, Wisman.
Yeah. Look how much HP Strong has. Well, that sucks.
God damn.
I've determined that we need to equip anti-frog here immediately. Frogs with actual support is dangerous as hell. Cast that, you jerk. Don't do it! Oh man, I'm not allowed to cast anything. They're like gunning for the casters.
Oh, fucking scumbag.
They're gonna do it
come on.
again.
Oh, are you serious now? What the fuck?
Their
They're
AI is
sniping you.
out of control.
This doesn't spend your MP.
Yeah, it just pretends to cast. Kill the frogs. Uh-huh. Joe, please. Ah.
No. No.
They're good at what they do.
Yeah, I'll have to give them that.
If she can just throw an enemy skill out there, this is finished. Yeah, yeah. Destroy the frog.
Whoa. We'll get one hit off.
That's it. Odin saved me.
He'll miss the frogs. Oh, you're not gonna get to do it. Oh.
What do you know? Beta. No.
Oh. It would already be annoying if they just did it randomly and didn't choose the only one who was not frogged yet. Exactly when you're about to move. What was that thing's name? Keltsmeltzler?
Schmelzler. Steel-bladed sword. Kelsmelzer B.
Kelsmelzer. Kelsmelzer!
Enough of the frog.
Nice. You did it. They're already poisoned.
Poison and frog and
Run
sleep
out.
everyone. That's the ticket. Get out of here, Kelsmelzer.
You mailed your last kills.
You know that picture from the remake of Aerith and Tifa on either side of Cloud? What if they were frogs, though? I think this is the chest? The trident? Well, I can't even look at that right now, so whatever.
Yep.
Dead end? Apparently
What?
the stairs
Really?
goes to a dead end.
That's interesting.
Everything over here is a dead end. Except, I'm pretty sure this goes to that Materia and Wizard Man over there. What? What do you mean that sound brings back memories? What are you
What?
talking about?
What the fuck? You will have to elaborate.
I don't know what direction we're supposed to go, but I'm gonna get all these treasures. Oh, I forgot to equip my anti-frog thing here. There is a ribbon in this dungeon, and I definitely want to find that. If nothing else. There's also a luck plus. A couple other things that aren't too important. the nail bats here, and a summon that I definitely want. I don't think we can miss the summon. You know which one it is.
I actually don't remember.
Well,
Oh, now I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
it's definitely the summon that everyone remembers. Part 1, anyway. Is that... Wait, what did I get? How come she's not the one who uses it? What is it, then? Oh, it's a gun? What?
Oh. Duh. You punch him with a rocket.
She can be immune to frog, because then she can use the enemy skill to cure us. Okay, this is too far, so this is the way forward, I guess. We'll deal with the trap room in a minute. Oh, it's too bad I don't have that enemy lure materia.
Yeah, what a shame.
We fight more frogs.
You could have gotten an enemy away materia if you could do B-class Chocobo stuff already.
I'm sure maybe you could. Theoretically, like, you can bet on it at least. If not, do it. Under lizard.
Fucking frogs.
The frog's finally made an error. It doesn't understand immunity. At last, we found the dent in its unbreakable armor. So, we have her level 4 limit break, and to get it, we would have to use that one 8 times, which apparently hasn't been done yet, and then kill something like 30 guys, 60 guys, use the next one 8 times, kill 60 guys, use the next one 8 times, kill 100 and something guys, probably 128, and then, finally, we would be allowed to use the, Actually, I don't think we just need to use the last one 16 times, and we don't need to do 128 kills. So she's missing 100 kills, and like 16 limit break uses to get to the book that we have already.
Well, we barely had her in the party. I remember the last time was maybe in Midgar.
Yeah, I mean, but even so, like, they really...
It is ridiculous, yes, I agree. But
I don't feel like I've ever done it. It's a lot of grinding for... Like, it's a game-ruining amount of grinding. If you do that, if you accomplish that, the game is effectively over. You're gonna be 20 levels ahead for the rest of the game. It's so much. You gave it to us so early.
I think the second playthrough that I did, when I was like at 12 or whatever, I got it, but then I didn't bother teaching it to her. Like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Level 4 limit break, and level 3 too, for that matter, is also really hard to get to set off. Like, it just takes a lot of damage. Gonna have to... Okay, we want to go up here. I'm still looking for those treasures over there. I think I need to go around. This is the purple materia, at least, whatever that is. Oh.
You mean independent
Lucky
material?
Plus. My Lucky Plus Independence Day materia. How much cover do we really want here is the question. I don't think this one needs to be 100%. Maybe it does. Maybe that would be useful as a trick someday.
A good trick.
Yeah. Lucky Plus. Not very great, but
Good for stealing.
it's currently worth 3 luck. So... Yeah, the way you would level limit breaks is A, knowing the formula, and then B, hunting down the weakest enemies in the game with an all attack. It would be a grind. I hate grinding. You probably could do it without over leveling too much if you knew exactly how it was done. Like, there's no indication in game of how limit breaks work except for that get mad, use thing. That's all you know. You don't really know anything else unless you look it up in a manual. It's like, how would you know the mechanics of the formula? How could you possibly figure out why Blade Beam procced finally? You probably were on limit break one for forever, and then you suddenly got it one day, and you're like, there's no indication of why. It just showed up one day. You'd probably think it was attached to a certain level or something, like it, you know, probably should be. Well, our anti-frogger has been slept. Yeah, counterattack. At last. Well, my Jove is going to turn into a stone frog. Run away! Can't escape.
Unbelievable.
All hope is lost here. Quick, quick up. Destroy them. Oof. No song. No song. Can't escape. Yeah, we did it while sleeping. Yeah, the limit breaks are biased because one of them is uses, but the other one is kills. So it's biased towards people who actually get the kills, which is generally not, unless you're spamming spells, generally not the casters. Which one is this? Ah, I found a shop. That's what this is. Hey.
Yum yum.
There, now you know what they are. Of course that's what they are.
Ah.
They're doing a piss poor job protecting the temple. I gotta tell you, the Turks just walked in. They stayed here for thousands of years to do this.
Sephiroth?
Thank you.
How nice of him.
Well, that's generous, at least. Cure all that frog pain. This is not a good store. That's okay, though. Wouldn't expect them to have too much stock. I like how he takes money. That's... What did you say? Hold on, what?
I think we choose to pay him for the stuff.
I see. I'm sure he'll value our currency. Our gil. Well, I know that you get that box on the screen somehow, but I don't know exactly how it's done yet. There's one more treasure somewhere. There it is. How do I get to that? Maybe it's right over here, actually. Maybe I just run under that bridge.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe not.
No, I'm too high up. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to get to the stairs over here, which are way down there. Let me check this door again. Why is it sealed? What? Shrug him big time.
What memories does that bring back, though?
Memory of the noise. Memory of the noise.
When I was trying to get some cookies from the cookie jar, and my mom said,
No!
wow.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Frog Song's cool because those two status effects are never on the same accessory, meaning you can't really be immune to it.
Yep. Have to do some sort of weird materia shenanigans.
I'm back at the start, that's not what I wanted, but I can go down from here. I was down where that was, I think, at some point. Now we got him where we want him. We forgot what the word pincer means, we just call it a side attack now. Oh.
Now what do you do?
I think I'm supposed to go up here and left and then down. I think one of the reasons this is not as painful as it looks is because it's not really got any tricks. It's just kind of a straight path with treasure off the side. Hit those Kells Maulsers.
Why do they give such long attacks, animations to these things that barely do anything? It's just poison. Oh no, it hurt you for 39.
It's cool that they have variety.
I suppose.
Alright, 60% cover on my man with 3 grand HP. Now I just gotta get that dang counter attack leveled up, then we'll really have something cooking. I feel like this is the steps I was trying to get to. Maybe I'm running the wrong way for that chest. Hey, this guy looks important. I removed manipulate. I think this guy has something durable. I feel like he's got an enemy skill or something. Is that useful?
Let's see. I can't remember if this list I have is what the fuck this order is.
I don't think he has
There we
anything.
go. No, I don't think so.
Maybe I steal from him or something. I don't know.
I don't think there's any steals either.
I think he looks like the guy, like he's the same model as the guy you steal from earlier in the game. Durable is dead.
Not so durable anymore.
Do you think they were going for the pun durable?
Maybe? I mean, what else? There's no door or bull.
How the hell do I get over to that chest? Can't figure it out.
There's no hidden side passage in this.
Always too low. Maybe there's one down here. One under, lizard. Oh, not there. I feel like that might be the ribbon. I want to make sure I get that. But I might be in the wrong place for it or something. Maybe you come in from a different door.
Maybe. I'm trying to look up a guide. Yeah. Doesn't really mention it.
I feel like you can get it now. but I'm not seeing how.
Oh, it cannot be obtained until later.
Yeah, maybe you come out that door there. Well, let's proceed. I forget which door was the progress door, but it's around here somewhere. I think it's there on the left.
Yes.
Now for this.
I completely forgot about this. Okay, you dodged that, I see.
Ah!
Oh, is this better than Chocobo racing?
Pretty neat. Had a good time.
It is neat.
Got Morph. Hey, can we, turn those off or something? I don't know.
Okay.
What the heck? Go!
Someone's impatient.
Hop in. Hop into the life goop.
What?
No, you can't. It's art.
Does she say that about everything? This sandwich. Can we find the promised land with this?
A sandwich is the promised land.
That's true. Especially if it's got all the sauces and nothing else in it.
Why is he shaking his head?
He got turned down.
Did he? I don't think he did.
Yes, and she ran away.
Hey.
What's up?
His spirit of Sephiroth knows we're there. Watching us in the past before we're even there.
Oh my god, he's flashing.
Hey, Sephiroth!
Oh, he's got a big sword.
Pretty large. I love how generous Sephiroth is with information. He doesn't care. If you ask him a question, you're going to get an answer.
It's a veritable repository of knowledge.
And honestly, he's the most honest guy in this game. He's always telling you exactly what's going on. There's no question about it. If he says that's what it is, it's going to be that.
It's T-posing.
He's using terms we don't understand. But that's not his fault. It's kind of like a professor. He's really giving it out here. He's giving all the data.
He's very much like a professor.
Yeah. Professor Seth. Why the freeze frame?
I can see why he was laughing. It is pretty funny when you think about it.
Yeah.
Through death.
By Jove, did you see?
Where is the room with the pictures on the walls? that was the line that Strong said.
Hey,
Where's that picture room?
there he goes.
Oh no.
He's just big chilling in the soup.
He's getting souped.
Zoop.
Alright, Sephiroth. You say so.
Thank you. Ah, this room
And
is
a jarring cut.
this room is a room. You like blocks?
I love him.
This is my favorite room.
Not enough rocks.
You ever just shrug at a stone?
Yes, once.
I'll just spin it myself. I don't know why there's a button to not do that. I'm glad it's here.
There. I think it's there as just a funny joke. Oh, it does things whatever it wants. Who knows what's going on?
I feel like they were going to leave it on spin only, and then they realized how awful it was, and added this nice button to just design it yourself, actually. And you can get the goodies. Okay, we don't want evil door with heartbeat. That's, which is no thanks, you know.
Pretty bad vibes from that door.
Yeah. Not a big fan of Hell Door. We'll come back maybe if I feel like having.
Harsh words about Heldor.
I'm gonna get some grenades for Hell Door. I feel like the best course of action is to blow up the wall around Hell Door and then leave.
Good old Heldor. Got tricked.
Gem Nesme.
A what? A what now? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Strong smitten.
Can't believe. Oh no, we've been
firing
muscled.
missiles.
He's still smitten. The fool. Jeez.
Oh my god. Strong, you scumbag.
Well, she's a frog now. That's just life.
Bad. Can't imagine, or can't believe rather, something at this point of the game does 113 damage. Fucking nothing. Barely tickles you. In the arena, you fought enemies that dealt 500 damage.
Gem Nesme is defeated.
What was her name? Gymnasium. Geronimo.
Nothing in the box, it's just a mimic. There's no prize for fighting her or anything.
Hey, that was a hot lady. Ooh, doggy.
Yeah, that's a reward in and of
Came
itself.
strong as Smoocheroo.
What is supposed to be in the middle there?
Very good question. You were moving the clock along in time with the music. That was incredible.
Come on. What?
Why'd you make so many fucking rooms? There's nothing in them. Rocks. Fucking rocks. What's the point? Why'd you make these? Did it have to be a clock room?
I used the spin it myself button after spinning it to speed up. You see that? Tech.
Was pretty good tech.
Room 3, please.
Rocks, please. Oh, my goodness.
You can always count on the number 3.
You can always count on Box Lady.
No, not this time. We got eyeballs. 8IA.
You hiding in there? What? 8IA?
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds weird.
Yeah. Oh no, your blood. What the fuck? Almost one-shot her.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That lady hurt you for a little over 100. And here's fucking old McDonald has a farm. I hear you. Almost kills you in one hit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Nice door there. I like it, the hell doors here. Hanging out.
Oh, hell door.
Eight Eyes gets too many moves too fast.
Oh no, your blood. It's leaving. Your blood went home.
Well, jokes on them. I've got a Klimherzard. Klimherzard ready. So I guess you could say the prize for this is 1,400 gil.
Just got by Jove's second limit break.
Oh yeah, you think it's good?
I bet it fucking rules, but it's so good.
It trains and stop the
What?
magic of all opponents. We came in 9, right?
Yes.
Gotta check all the rooms. An actual item. Amazing.
Whoa.
Okay, now that is an upgrade I'll go for.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Raises power when someone else is on low life?
Probably. But when they say raises power, what does that even mean?
More power.
I want to put elemental or something on this and maybe add an effect and just smack my friends and see if it cures. Curious. Gotta know. Oh, we got Morph, right. I haven't used Morph yet. Morph will be fun. Love Morph.
Morphing all the time?
Yeah. Morph changes enemies into items, and it's impossible to do. But sometimes you can get a real good item out of it, if you can figure out when.
I'm gonna look at the morph table.
Yeah. Tell me the Morph list.
FF7 morph table.
I found the box.
Ooh. Yeah, these are pretty good. You could transform a Zemzalet into a high potion.
Ah. I love those. I'm drinking those all the time.
You can turn a what is this? Bagnadrana into a guard source.
Ooh.
A heavy
Ooh.
tank into a power source.
Ooh. See, there's like probably one for each one of those in the whole game.
You can turn Screamer into a power source. You can turn an evil head, that's a name, into a holy torch.
What is
What's
that?
a holy torch?
Yeah, let's investigate further.
FF7. Holy torch.
Holy torch from Morph.
Oh man, it's really good. Cast Dispel on all targets of the chosen party. So on enemies or you.
I found the ribbon. So it's a consumable.
Yeah. Holy torch.
Holy torch from Morph.
You could turn a ghost ship into a guidebook.
Yeah, you need that. So that item can be then exchanged with an NPC in the middle of nowhere in the first town outside of Midgar for, like, the underwater breathing materia, which you require to beat the dang elemental monster.
Is that where you get it from?
Yeah.
See, when I was a little baby child, about a week ago, I had a guide that just said, you get the breathing materia from the fucking boat or whatever. And I went into that area, the underwater reactor, a million times and searched it all over. Like, where is this? Where is the breathing materia? I didn't find it because the stupid guide skipped like 3 steps on getting it.
Gotta use Morph.
How the fuck would you know that? Just morph every enemy in the game.
I like how the solution to this puzzle was given to you is memorize all the doors.
Real puzzle.
He's in the same one as us. You're busted, I guess. Is this anything? I'm going back down here. I love it down here. My favorite place. Got my working glove. Love this game in Mario Party. Uh-huh.
Whoa, okay. That is some damage. Too bad magic is just better than attacking all the time. Always, except for the gimmick enemies, which don't let you. Sephiroth.
I saved before I came in here because I'm not done exploring yet. I don't think that we should have come here yet, but I know it's not over yet. I think. So cold. Splendid. Hey.
A treasure house of knowledge. What a nerd.
It really isn't very much knowledge at all. Like, even if you knew what these meant, it's just, you know, a paragraph of information.
Just flying around. He just learned how to do that. He's like, I gotta fly all the time now.
Chilling once more. Hey. Hey, man. Oh, he's in the FPS mode again.
Gonna fuck the biggest crater I can find.
Once the planet is hurt,
Duh.
gonna punch the Earth.
Take that, Earth.
Everyone here is chilling except for Tifa, who's ready to fist fight.
Yes. I like the whooshing of his sword.
See, he's just giving the whole plot away. He's just telling you all. You don't need to tell you this.
Think about the fucking energy.
He just can't help himself.
As a god, finger quotes.
Well, goodbye. Got that shininess on. He's strong.
It is pretty funny.
Where's Lalama when you need him?
You cast level 3 humor.
I love the quad arms holding head animation. It's really good.
I'm strong.
And we're shrugging in double time. I remember my way.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, it's all fine. Normal stuff, you know.
Hey, Sephiroth.
Just some spirit shrugging with the fellas that were me. Sephiroth. Long Swordsman X.
It is not me. Should
Watch
I be in this boss fight? Oh no, this isn't the. This is another boss I didn't even remember. The Red Dragon.
Yeah, you sure fucking didn't.
I forgot all
Why
about
would you?
the red.
It's just a fucking dragon.
The Red Dragon. Who's this? Well, what about the Hell Door?
It's a palette swap of a regular enemy.
What even morph the Red Dragon into? I'm gonna morph him.
Man,
Yeah, he can't morph. He's morph immune.
you can't morph him.
How does morph
Morph.
work exactly? What's the morph rule?
Well. Oh my god, I just... Oh, holy crap. The second result when searching for FF7 morph table is a motherfucking angelfire.com website. It's a table for the stealing and morphing enemies list. And holy crap.
Can't believe Angel
Hold
Fire fell
on.
off. Used to be the stuff.
Look at this shit. Look at those boxes.
Does it have a nice mini in the back?
No, I don't think so, but it is red. Wow.
Whoa! Whoa! Want him with questions. I got questions for you.
1,000 big ones. That was a boss fight.
Well, it's time to level up. Dragon Armlet. Good stuff. He was basically a box with a treasure chest in it. Any sign?
Hey,
A
Sephiroth.
fight with 2 frogs and 2 fellas was tougher than the boss.
We got the goofball Materia part 1.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Let's use that on the Hell Door. That'll be funny. That'll be funny. Let's get that Dragon Armlet out also. Yeah, where's that? Dragon Armlet me. Drain 1/2 of Fire Cold Lightning. Incredible. It's so good.
Wow. The power.
Why did they give me a thing like that ever? You should never give me that. You messed up big time, Fantasy 7. You gave me the thing.
Fantasy 7. You can apparently steal M tentacles from Marlboro. Who the hell knows what that is? What's an M tentacle?
I think I have one.
You can turn an Iron Man into an escort guard. Wait.
What?
Let me look up this morph.
Only Carmen Sandiego could take this black materia.
Yes. What was the thieving club in Carmen Sandiego? What was it called?
I don't know. Crime, probably, something like that.
Shit, what was it? We played that game for like 3 hours.
Hey, Sephiroth!
So Morph is just a physical attack. With 1/8 of the strength of a normal attack.
Yeah, so it's cooked.
Yeah, and if it kills the enemy, it'll give you an item. It's even worse than Cook, because at least Cook has like a 10% range.
Answer the phone. Ugh.
This is gross.
It's Long Swordsman X.
No way.
Good old but thou must. Oh yeah, Vile is the Carmen Sandiego group, that's right. They're gonna steal the black materia.
Can't wait. Wonder what puzzles they're solving by shaking it. What if Cait Sith's real dumb and can't solve any of them?
What if
Didn't
he's
think about
real dumb?
Didn't think about that one, did you, Slick?
That's it. There's a name also for RPGs. Slick.
Okay, well, we have a couple more rooms to do, and I no longer can spin the clock, so we have lost access to them. So we get to do all that again, folks. 'Cause I ain't leaving them behind. You're not an item lever person. We gotta go back.
You think you can beat the Red Dragon again? I don't think so.
Do my best. We'll keep the count that I have, obviously, though. Because that is the count that you'll get every time. Now, we're missing Nail Bat, the most important bat of all. It's in one of these rooms. We have 2 more rooms to check. Love to see it.
I guess that's for a gross.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we came in door 9, but I'll check anyway.
Yep, that is correct.
Let's go beat on the hell door while we're here. Check that dialogue out we missed.
Eldor.
Okay. I don't have very many of those at the moment. And then there's one more. No, we did not come in this way. I feel like
did.
there was supposed to be
Oh.
an item on one of these doors with the rocks. Maybe I'm the fool.
Maybe there's stuff after the hell door.
Did we come on door 10? Yes. You know how to get the last one?
How to get what?
The last piece.
Last piece?
One more room.
What?
In this room, there's more than 10 or whatever. There's more than 12 rooms.
There is?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Do you have to line up all the hands or something? Oh, I see. There I go. In about 50% of all clock faces that have the Roman numerals, they do 4 I's instead of the IV. It's very common.
Ancient dragons. Oh my! Goodbye!
What the fuck? Okay.
He's doing pretty well over there. The treasure is mine. Nail bat. What do you think about nail bat?
Is there something to think about it?
Yeah, it hits for twice as much with no materia slots. It's funny
Oh,
looking
boy.
though.
Is it now?
Yeah, it's a stick with a nail on it. Oh, this is this room. I see. It all adds up now.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. That makes sense.
Well, back to the start, I guess.
Was it worth it?
The nail bat. I had to know where it was. Had to solve the riddle of the bat.
What a riddle it was.
We have fully explored this place at this point now. We can go do the thing we already did. Hey. Were the dinosaurs the Cetra?
I thought etc. were a disease.
What?
What?
I'm gonna get frogged again. I tail it. They're worse than dragons.
It is true. Nice, you made it.
That ribbon is very good. It is absolutely gonna help out in that arena. Back to the clock room. We need to do room 6. But I want to check out the hell door. Oh no! What a shame. Maddie, we can't win no matter what we do.
Damn. That's too bad.
go all the way around.
Come on, Haldor.
I guess that's it then.
That's not ominous. It's just a room with a hell door.
Quick run. I'm risking it.
Wow, you live dangerously, huh?
Yeah. Can't believe they don't warn us about the dragon. Big dragon coming in hot.
I can't believe they color up a regular enemy, but red this time, and then pretend it's a boss.
Sephiroth even laughs at you for having to fight it. Thinks you're in big deep doo-doo. Thinks you're finished.
It's doo-doo time.
Pretty good illustrations going on here. Why would they make this materia? Why did
not?
they do this?
If you're gonna make a thing, why not make a nuke? Really, the sword sounds like he's flipping paper around. It's just... It's a sword. Watch out.
I remember being like unsettled by how in his face my characters were in this scene when I was a kid and I was watching this. He's like wailing his sword around the room, right in front of them. I'm like worried they're gonna get destroyed. Cause he's going around killing everybody already with his little teleport man move.
Like, come on, watch out! Look at him. He's dangerous.
Yeah. We get to see the Omni head hold again here.
I wonder how they'll handle this in the remake.
I feel like they had to have done scenes like this already. I think they did one right at the start that I didn't like. Where, on the escape from the reactor, instead of, getting in a fight with a couple guards and jumping on the train, which you do eventually get to, there's like 30 minutes of slowly walking while Sephiroth burns the town in your mind.
Oh, okay.
They added those scenes very early.
Oh God, what's it gonna be? Oh God, it's a dragon.
Oh,
Oh fuck! You're fucked now, somebody look out! It's gonna get you.
Question marks.
Fuck! 500, you didn't even scratch him.
Okay, well, question marks.
Ooh. Not even geometry will kill him.
I was hoping for the cover so I could use question marks even more violently than before. Question marks. Cover. Yeah! Question marks coming in hot.
Whoa. And a counter.
Just have this superpower where I take hits and keep on getting beat up more and more and think it's funny. And never heal ever. Once I've turned into atoms from the beating I take, you really regret it.
So was that like 2 minutes?
Of only one person attacking you.
You did do a triangle at him once. With oof.
Damn, that's good.
Put that Bahamut on.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean you're locked in? What are you talking about?
You'll have to take his word for it.
I guess I have to play with this thing and have the Cait scene.
Also, that back and forth was her reading out the letters for Black Materia, Strong saying, Black Materia! And Baijo responds with, Black Materia! Some dialogue.
I'm gonna point to the hieroglyphs in the back where there's fire and it looks like they're dancing in it.
Maybe they're listening to a song. It's like a real fire. And they're dancing.
Have you seen Advent Children?
Yes, of course.
Well, of course, yeah. They have the battle music ringtone?
They do.
No way.
It's after Oof wins a fight, sort of. I remember thinking that's incredible. I was 15.
Good news. The door unlocked itself. What are you hopping for? Hey. Let's give him a good old save. They don't give me that warning anymore. I guess they didn't want me to save in the middle of the labyrinth for some reason, even though they, you know, offered to. Just drains half of all 3 elements. 3 out of like 6 elements.
I think the best part about Advent Children was the Jesus imagery.
This is no good.
Watch out, guys. It's a hell door.
Can't believe it. second boss, incredible. Oh, I'm gonna question you. Oh, I'm not, that's not gonna do anything. Okay, now it will.
Google Ants.
And then with the unblockable non-elemental attack. Typically in Square games, non-elemental means it is magic, and it's just cheating magic. It's around all defense. Nonsense magic. It's not physical, it's non-elemental.
For 420 after all that. 4 fucking 20.
42069, let's get him, Odin.
Oh!
Here comes the drama.
Yeah. What was that sound? It was like a dolphin.
It's an elephant.
This too was the coolest shit ever when I was 13. A dragon.
He's stunned. It's just, can't believe this. Oh, they got Bahamut. I'm switching sides.
A real dragon! Oh boy!
That implies that we fought Bahamut in that room, the Red Dragon. "99 big ones." Demon Rush, that was a great game.
Oh. Did you play
Whoa!
it or it? What the fuck?
Whoa!
Holy crap. Did you play Demon Rush or just read the LP?
For the LP.
Do you remember the best name in any game ever?
Russ Tackleman or something.
That's not quite it, but you're thinking of the correct character, I think. It was... Brooks Crackle Tackle. Or Crack Tackle, maybe.
I'm gonna rob this door. I'm gonna steal from this gate.
Yeah, Crack Tackle, that's what it was, right. And Cherry Venus was always reckless. For that one scene where the character tells her, "You're reckless."
She just got blasted for $2,000.
Jesus.
Cait Sith. Oof, big oof on that one.
Brooks Crack Tackle is very much a real name. Then there's that dragon guy whose name's Cook. Cook.
I've defeated the wall.
Go on, Heldor.
1 giga armlet, please. It was him all along.
It's me.
Ugh, gross. Say what? But at what? Burn in hell, Cait Sith.
You just fought Heldor, and they're playing this music now.
Just thinking about the scumbag Shinra executive that's reading their fortunes as a joke.
What is this scene? Why is this here? What
To make
the
Oof
fuck?
jealous. Or Oof. She keeps going oof on the side.
Yeah. It says, watch out for disc 2.
What is this love system? Is it like a deck of cards where there's like a 1 in 4 chance a match?
Guess so.
Anyway.
What?
No one on Earth felt bad when he looked like he was going to kill himself here. Not a single person on this planet was like, "Aw, Cait Sith, no!"
Be strong, gross. Why is it so dramatic? What is this? Well, they've already admitted, yeah, it's not like a real sacrifice, just a robot or whatever. It's just a plushie that's being remote controlled from the other side of the planet. Why is he pretending to be sad? Also, we hate him now. He's a scumbag. What is this?
He's a goofy jerk.
Stop jumping. What the fuck?
This is important, man.
Oh.
Yeah, he's Reeve. He's the guy in the blue suit. I don't know if they ever even tell you that, but it definitely is him. I can confirm
Imply,
that
yeah.
from Surge to Cerberus. So
Could've
he's
been
like,
Palmer.
he's big enough in Shinra that he goes to their big meetings, and lightly argues that they shouldn't drop a plate on the whole city, and then says, you know what? It'll be expensive, but I guess you know what you're doing. Basically, is what he says at that meeting.
You think he designed Cait Sith himself?
Farewell, Temple. He's really good at solving puzzles. Puzzle ace.
Sephiroth.
Why would you want to use it?
Yeah, why does it even exist? Promised Land. The Promised Land? We should have done the Promised Land instead of live stream, obviously. Look at that counter.
Yes.
We would be up to like 600 on...
Ah, it's Long Swordsman X.
Do they ever also refer to spiritual energy beyond the scene?
There it is.
Ah.
Planet Piss. He's been swimming in the planet piss for years.
Stinky. The noise.
What?
Wow.
Whoop.
Let him go.
I turned him. We got this. You just gotta angle him away from the Roth.
How are they going to do this scene in the remake?
I hope it's exactly the same.
He's going to slow-mo run.
Hey, Sephiroth.
Well. Where are the other, members of our team? And why isn't Oof doing anything?
Hey, Sephiroth.
By Jove, what have I done?
Jove. By Jove, you gotta tell me.
He's strong. You're amazing. It's amazing how much that pops up.
Yes.
He's always saying that about himself.
It's one stroke of luck there. No fucking idea.
I'm strong. I mean, this is a pretty good show.
It is ridiculous how tone deaf this game is. What the fuck? He's dancing. He's jumping up and down as you're beating her up. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Hey, everybody.
Ooh, what's going on?
It's your old pal Sith.
Hello, domestic violence. Sorry about that. Sorry about your ribs. Oh, she's magic.
Sephiroth.
Jeez.
I'm gonna hit him with my stick. And be strong. I think that was a neg.
How did she find it?
Sephiroth.
Why were the names color coded?
By Jove? I hate it when I have a dream like this. The old lead shoes. All of this deserves a big old what the. Maybe two. I want to double up the what does for the presentation of what they tried to say here. Have you seen the PC version where he's got a big pog mouth?
I have, yes.
All of the scenes he's in are just incredible. Oh,
That music and him floating down. What the fuck? What is this game?
what's our answer?
Not good.
I'm not
Strong.
feeling
Feel
strong.
bad.
Oh, you're feeling bad? Then shut up.
Shut the fuck up, you whiner.
Why did she go by herself, and how did she find it? These are good questions.
I think she wanted to be away from strong.
I mean, that's a good reason. If that's
Yeah.
that'll do.
Ah, it's Longswordsman X. Ah, it's Longswordsman
Oh,
X.
they did scrolling text in the text box. You see that? That was amazing.
Sephiroth. Longswordsman X.
I'm afraid.
That's a quote for Video Game Advisor, I think. People get depressed because they don't know what's up. Holy crap.
Hey. This guy's so lonely. And then
did you not hear what my friend just said? Shut up about your problems, baby boy.
Sephiroth.
even if you go nuts, well, whatever. You know, now we have the trader who is Shinra spy, just outright kidnaps children, absolute monster of a man. And then we have Traitor, who is he just gives the nuclear weapon to the bad guy.
Yes.
And the other team members are just hanging out, dealing with it.
Hey, sometimes Thrawn goes a bit nuts because he's got problems. He's depressed because he doesn't know what's up. So it's okay. Man, I wish I could hear the end of that story about her husband.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of fun. She was at the funeral, and then Cait Sith came by and started dancing.
Whoopie-doo! Coming at a bad time?
Just Kool-Aid man coming in here at the murder trial. Where to? It didn't actually.
Can I read your fortune about you and your husband?
Oh, you guys were a perfect match. Bet you'll miss him.
Oh well, dum-de-dum.
We gotta sail around to the north somehow. Like I guess we just were supposed to pick up on that from what they were saying, but I didn't really get clear direction from it. I figured it out when I was a kid though, so they must have been. I probably was just interested in going to this island, and I think if you came up here before, it didn't do anything. So to my just explorerness, I was able to solve this.
That sounds right.
My wanderlust took care of this problem for me because I needed to know what was up here, real bad. He gave me a boat and I went sailing everywhere. This is the island where the Bandersnatches are.
Oh, the Bandersnatchers.
I love the Bandersnatchers. Biplane. Who's on our team for this?
Maybe we should bring Cool along.
I think I always bring that jerk to this for some reason. Let me look at his weapons first of all, because I got some stuff for him I was curious
Yeah, you got
about.
a new one.
I'll steal this away. This is it? I guess it is. I mean...
Oh, did we... Oh, we must have got the Dragon Lance in Wutai.
Yeah, that was a secret thing, I think, so...
Yeah.
That's why it's so good. Ah, he sucks, then.
Fucking good, though. Yeah, whatever.
Who else is coming? Bring Gross. For more drama.
Why not? Why not?
I've never done that. This is all new to me. Anytime this guy's in the party and it's not mandatory, it's new to me. Never have done it before. Got the new horn too. The nothing horn.
Oh my god. Give him the least amount of materia possible.
Nothing, nothing. I don't even know what this jerk should have. Nothing at all. I'm gonna see if his horn does any damage. I think everyone's
Well, the
good.
less magical materia you have, the better. Less loss of strength.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you didn't leave anything good with her name by Jove, did you?
I don't think it gave me everything she had.
Oh yeah?
Yep, looks like it.
Okay.
I hate this game. This minigame, I mean. But I'm gonna do it.
There's a fucking jet fighter there.
Welcome to Bone Town.
The village of natural lovers, or whatever he said.
The Lunar Harp.
Oh boy.
You think Sephiroth had to play this minigame to get the Lunar Harp to get out of here?
Probably.
The Lunar Harp tax.
Damn, look at those fucking bangles. Pretty
they're
good.
Kicking ass. I guess you would take those no slot materia weapons to Wutai. Like, that should be the plan. Like, sensibly, you would just wait to do that until now.
Oh yeah.
And go destroy it. Just beat the absolute piss out of it. Mercilessly. Only one person here's gonna be wearing that, damn. I mean, it's better defense, but who cares? When I get 8 slots or whatever, I guess I'm good. I guess I don't need that many materials.
Yeah, it's gonna, depending on what you have, might be bad for you.
The long range was one of them. The hell else was on? The enemy skill was on. See, I can get that magic on him without losing any stats for the damage. For the enemy skill.
More and more reasons why enemy skill is fucking busted.
I want a Lunar Harp. Yeah, Sephiroth absolutely did go mining for a Lunar Harp, just like she did. They all came in here and just...
I think he stuck his big ass sword on the ground and then pulled out a lunar harp in one swing. Like, ah, there it is.
The Omni
So
slashed
long.
the earth.
And he flew away. Yeah. Why did they start doing the colored in names? I don't think that's been a thing before now.
Once in a while. I love a good maze. There's a materia in here somewhere, I think.
There sure is. Summon, I remember this. Called Tetra.
I missed it. Having a good time chasing after the red. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Jata? The fuck? Thought it was called Tetra for some reason.
Let's try it out. Goodbye, Earth. Just, all of my magic is really disappointing. I've tried to use it and it's just like hitting for 70. Yeah, it took him a couple more games to come up with Chocobo Hot and Cold. Chocobo Hot and Cold was so good. The idea is the same. It's just the Lunar Harp, actually. No, you're wrong. It's just the Lunar Harp.
What is normal treasure?
So this is just creating coordinates with 50 guys who all cost money to try and pinpoint an area to dig in.
I'm glad you have to watch them come to you. It's real good. Whoa. Ignite the bomb.
Okay, well, I guess it's here. Who's this guy looking? X, how's this? You think we got it? Folks, this is very exciting. Luigi!
Boy. Boy. Oh, I think that's for cool.
Was that good treasure? This is the Squaresoft favorite goof item, the mop. They love doing the mop.
It is pretty funny.
All of the obnoxiousness of this game is solved by it being really easy, at least. Downstairs again. Looks like it's in the same damn place. One potion.
Was that good treasure?
I would like the lunar harp, please.
Good treasure?
What items can you get from this? I know you can get something else that's good.
FF7. Bone Village.
I might have missed the dig there. I might have actually just failed and gave him a potion.
Maybe.
I'm not sure how big the area that you're allowed to pick is. I bet it's smaller than it probably should be.
You can find a bunt line.
Huh?
Oh, you know, bunt line. It's a weapon for Lol Mao. It's a double gun, double growth. It's got two linked slots. It's pretty good. Bunt line.
This time, harp me. God. Why isn't it working? I'm about to save state before each dig at this point.
These do.
So we can get the harp at least. I mean, am I missing? Do y'all feel like I'm doing this incorrectly?
Apparently, potion is just a thing you can find.
Is nothing also a thing?
Oh, if you fail, you can get a potion or nothing. It's a 50-50 shot. Oh boy. A potion. But also one of the items just is a potion. You can get a bunch of stuff that you've missed from here, apparently.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's true. Like if you just do not get thing that is like a secret somewhere, you can just get it here.
Yeah.
Key items. What a hoot.
There's key items. There's some materia.
That's one. That's the best item here, the bunt line.
Yep. Bunt line. You see how good the mop is.
Ooh, double.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mop's not quite as good as the Dragoon Lance.
What a shame.
Did you know that apparently all the weapons have an innate element to them, basically? Like there's multiple different types of physical attack. The mop has the element of hit. Dragoon Lance is a punch element weapon.
Much like Mario RPG has jump as an element.
And a scimitar, which is apparently a spear, has the element of cut.
There are 8 little cubes that you can have a thing in. Like, this is very predetermined. And you can also only get certain items for certain places. It would appear that they have chosen number 6 on the list that I'm looking at here, which is right here, which is possibly a Mega Elixir. One time. so that's pretty smelly. The system is worse than I thought.
Pretty stinky.
You can get the ultimate Bahamut magic here if you miss it. It can just be buried in the ground.
Yep.
Wait, I'm gonna do this again here. What the? How did we not get it?
And it's difficult to tell whether you actually missed it or if you got the item that's actually potion.
I feel like we're just getting screwed. So I'm looking at where this is. It's exactly here. Last try for this thing. I mean, I guess... I don't even see the bunt line in this list.
It's in there.
Oh, there it is. It's in location 4. Great.
Such a ridiculous word.
I got the Mega Elixir after all there.
Nice. You didn't get the bunt line, though.
True. I can't get it unless they tell me it's in location 4, which is in the top right, which they've never done yet. If it's on the bottom, it's completely wrong. I'm gonna set them down here so that we can just go. It's faster, damn it. Number 4 is right over here. Like it's right here. This is what I want them to point at. If we want the bunt line.
Bunt line.
If you don't get the Phoenix at Fort Condor, you can just dig it up here. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
You can just skip that then. All the RTS can be junked.
But then you have to do this.
We are wrong again on bunt line.
Damn. No bunt line.
Number 5, this is a useless one. You can only get the mop here. So there's no way that this can be a good item. They completely screwed me. It's my understanding that this is going to be a potion or nothing, even though I didn't do anything wrong. But maybe we can get some random crap. Or a random list. Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah, nothing.
I didn't know you could just get nothing on purpose. This is worse than I thought. And I didn't have high expectations coming to the digging game here, but it's like a 1 in 8 chance of getting the bunt line
Bunt line.
out the gate. Just 1 in 8 chance, and the rest of them are currently nothing, and later on will be key items. Basically, unless it's over here, it's not the bunt line, and if it's anywhere else, it's probably nothing at this point in time. Because we don't have any of the missing stuff yet. W item, if you don't get that. Helmet 0, Phoenix. What are they pointing at
There
now?
again.
That's not good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Once again, the worst spot on the map. Only the mop is here.
Give me my bunt line, game.
Where's the punt line? I wonder if I can push them upwards by just not being up there. Let's put them all up top. Just hope for the best. Yeah, I don't know if it's I will say before let's really investigate the digging game. What a treat it'll be to find out if it's completely random or if it randomizes right when we blow it up. The dig spots are marked by very small polygons, a fraction of a pixel in size. When the game is rendered at 4K, it is possible to make them out. Sweet. By bumping up the resolution by 4, you can see all 8 of the spots. It's down there again. I think it's set after the bomb, at least. It's set now. I should have done it before.
Can you rewind?
No, not that far.
Damn. Damn.
This will be this one again. There really isn't anything to get at the moment. Like, it really is just the bunt line. There's nothing else. There's an elixir up on location 8, which might have been this one, but I didn't go after it, so whatever. I don't want the elixir. At least we get this cool music. What is this hut, anyway?
I demand my key phrase.
Bunt line. Bunt line. This is a big chance. Bunt line me. No.
What if you stand in a different place?
They are extremely uninterested in not going after that elixir down there, I think.
Oh my god. You'll never get the bunt line.
That's true. Where's the bunt line? Let me look at the bunt line here. Is this the only place you can get it? Yes. No, you can buy it in Junon. Eventually. I don't think the bunt line is worth our time, Maddie.
Where's my key phrase? My 10,000 snails.
Oh, you want that keeper? I see.
Ah.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line. Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line.
Did you sneak a little from me in there?
Yeah, I did. I was holding, waiting for it.
Oh god. I was trying so hard.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line.
That's fucked up.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line.
Oh, it's way worse than if I just laughed.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line.
Fuck me.
Dang.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line. Wish I could. Wish I could randomize any of this a little bit harder.
Dang.
So it must be seated as soon as you start the thing, which is the worst situation for it. Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line. I can't even cheat. Last try for bunt line. After wasting $10,000, we still don't get it. I'm gonna dig where the elixir would be, but it's hopeless. That's
Damn.
enough wasting cash.
No bunt line.
Can't believe this.
What's the point? Why even live?
Nothing in here. Well, we better save all this hot progress that we made. Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line.
It's so horrible.
On we go. Let's use the harp.
Oh, the lunar harp.
The lunar harp.
From the moon.
Oh no, I gotta show with the bunt line. The sleeping forest is awake because we harped at it. And now we are free.
You serenaded it with such sweet sounds. Imagine how fast you're gonna come through if you just shot the forest with the butt line.
Oh, I've been engaged. What's after me now? What kind of crazy beast? Seahorses. And bound fat. Mall dancer.
Mall dancer and bound fat. While they are dancing, I will give them that. 69, nice. Nice job, Gross. You useless sack of shit. Just missed.
This causes 3 elements of damage, which is really bad because it probably will just end up doing nothing as a result of that. But it might blast them pretty well. I don't know. Sometimes.
Yeah, it's a bull. Bullman. Holy crap. Do you heal them for 3,000?
That's what I mean. Like, if they're immune to one of those elements, they're gonna be immune to the whole thing. But it does do good damage if they are not. We got a raw bound fat.
Oh yeah.
Got a raw bound fat of all of his goodies. Got the dasers.
The what now?
Clobbered him good. See that?
Yes, I did see him hit him for 236, which is fucking pathetic.
He's got
He's got the nothing weapon that's supposed to be powerful as fuck.
Oh, wait till we put him in the front row. That was just a warm. That was to put him off guard. Now we're gonna get him big time.
Ooh, now that number's gonna start with a 3.
Dasers. Paralyze one enemy.
Dasers?
Dasers.
It's gonna be a while before there's an actual good steal. You could have stolen some carob nuts outside the Bone Village on the world map.
Oh well.
I guess those are needed for bird fucking.
Yeah, we need those to breed, and so we'll have to go get those later if we're actually doing that. We'll just have to go cruise around looking for the right nut. You gotta know what walnut to feed the birds. It's part of the equation somehow.
You have to go globe-trotting for aphrodisiacs for birds.
It's very important to the mix. Mall dancers A, B, C, and D are here.
Is there even a mall in the game? There's no mall in Midgar.
There's a wall market.
Does
that count?
Yeah, I guess that counts. Maybe there's a mall in the upper crust section of Midgar.
The remake goes big into exploring that, so
Oh.
I would say
I see.
that there's definitely a big old city up there that you check out. Go into some of the houses.
Well, if you're gonna expand on something for 80 hours, might as well go there, I guess.
What do you think of the perspective shot there?
It's pretty neat for a game this ugly.
Oh, it's hungry. Oh, I'm tiny now.
Look at her.
Oh, gross. Can you hit for more than 500 with your... No.
Oh.
You're just bad. You're just no good.
He almost hits as hard as Strong, who has 10 million materia on him. Oh, never mind. He's critting. Just to assert dominance.
Oh, I'm not worth 2 Cait Sith dolls. Well, this trumpet can go to hell. What am I supposed to be using?
You mean that about Gross in general? He's a trumpet, he can go to hell.
Yeah. wonder if I can just berserk an enemy that I don't like.
Probably.
And get good results out of it. Maybe add added effect to my sword and just berserk enemies. Confuse enemies, maybe.
Confused might be good.
What the? I didn't like that cinematic cut. Yeah, the stat screen in this game surprisingly doesn't tell you the main stats that are there boosting. It only tells you the attack power. That's a good song.
Yeah. I think it's called Can You Hear the Cry of the Planet? Something like that.
There's a song named after the pizza line. Did you know that?
Is that right?
Yeah. Rotten Pizza. OST.
Underneath the rotting pizza. Correct.
We gotta get the goodies. What the?
Whoa, hold on, son.
That's a nice diamond. So is this the promised land, by the way? Is this it? I don't think it is it? Is this
I don't
supposed to
think
be it?
so,
I don't
no.
actually know. I don't remember.
I think Promised Land is it's later, I guess.
Yeah, it must be the peak of the mountain, which also doesn't
Oh.
seem like something that hasn't been found yet. Both of those things have people at them. This one especially does. But the mountaintop has like a snowboarding ramp leading up to it, and a guy living on the mountain edge who's just, hey, I'll take you
Oh,
up
yeah.
if you want.
But maybe it's specifically where the live stream pops out of the planet.
There are helmets. Yeah, I don't know if we actually go to the Promised Land, but if it's one of those two places, it makes less sense.
Yeah, I figure it's a specific point in the crater.
Drains cold, that sounds good.
Ooh, it's pretty good. Pretty fucking high defense, too. What the fuck? 76?
Well, farewell, luck plus. Whatever. If it's in the crater, then how did he find it? You know, don't want to talk about endgame too much, but like, he's not in the crater yet. In any way, shape, or form, he is definitely not there.
I mean, I don't think he found it, per se, is the thing.
He said he did. He said he's been there. He's been hanging out. And he needs to go there to get the energy to cast the spell.
Well, it's hard to talk about it if you don't talk about the spoilers, actually.
That's right.
Damn,
We'll have to wait.
what a trick.
We'll have to wait until we get the translation of this so I can understand what's going on.
Yes. I wonder who the fuck knows how much of that is just lost in translation a little bit.
It'll
Maybe
be one
the-
of those NES translations where Cloud just says, fuck, piss. And he's just-
Yeah, was it
Let's
one of those
fucking mosey.
Did that Kunio game that we played co-op, didn't that have a bunch of fucks and pisses and shits all over the place?
Yeah.
And
Love it.
Kunio says fuck.
It kind of fits. I mean, Kunio looks like he'd say that all the time. I don't know.
He's a delinquent.
Again. trapped in my clam house there for a second. What do you need to sleep? Stop it.
He's a robot.
Stay strong. Let's go up the center path. Like my synchronized sliding.
I didn't notice. Like I can hide behind the tree. Where's Cloud? Where is? Oh boy, where'd he go?
Into the giant clam. Big snail
pretty
shell
big.
with a fish in it.
Oh man, the fish is dead.
It's a damn good materia there. The comet is meteor light. Sephiroth
It's
should
his
just keep
grandson.
casting that until it works. We'll get him eventually, right? I would like Comet 2. That is the AoE version of it. We'll have to work hard to get that.
Yeah. -2 to strength. Oh man.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna arrange a switch here. I forgot to use the added effect cure attack. That's right. But you know what? She was still hitting the enemy as if it wasn't doing anything. So I don't think that worked. I think added effect has to be like an actual status effect, like regen maybe would have worked if I had access to it.
Maybe.
It's kind of confusing, the rules on those.
A little bit.
What's up this road? Mystery road. Oh boy, the other side of this tree thing.
I think you want all your enemy skills coming up for a fight, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so, not yet. This is just empty, huh?
What's the point of that?
Healing is an element. Because the undead don't like being healed in this game either. They match. They care about that a little bit. Just a little bit. Where's the beds?
Here's a bed. Get some rest.
Don't mind if I do.
Sephiroth?
I feel it in my soul.
Let us
Hurry,
hurry
gets-
up and find, by Jove.
Hurry and gets stuck on the ladder. It took away the good music. I don't mind this music, except for the drone in it. But
It's alright.
it's no ancient song.
No golden saucer theme.
Thank God.
It's no honeybee manor theme. It's no Mog House Fuckfest theme. Oh, nice. You're sliding. It's pretty good.
It's such a walk. To the big shell. Oh, they killed the fish.
Oh,
Unbelievable. Camera shift has done me in. The
I checked, and the next boss will cast Aqualung.
oh, that's cool. I can get that other places, but that would be nice to have finally.
Yeah.
I got my
Remember-
enemy skills on.
I was remembering that this is the place where I first learned it because I didn't know about the other fight.
I'm still missing one. We'll get it soon, though. Actually, where the hell is that? I thought we
There's
would
what?
have it around here somewhere.
Third enemy skill, or what?
Yeah, the materia.
It's in one of the houses.
How did I miss it?
See?
Am I not thorough enough?
The wiki is of no help. In one of the houses, thanks. And if you look for the section for the Forgotten City, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm also missing a halberd, I guess. I don't know where those are.
Well, the
That's
halberd
interesting.
is it's worse than Dragoon Lance.
I can get them later, I guess. I mean, I would like Aqualung on the third enemy skill, but apparently we gotta go look for that. Let's go up the steps again. We'll be right back. Have a good sit down there.
Help. Help. Wiki. He's a crap.
I must have not gone in a house somewhere. I don't know how I did that, though. Missing 2 treasures. I've failed the exploration. I even knew about that one being here, so I don't usually miss it. Let's go to a different shell house.
At the top of one of them, apparently.
I love the blurry mess that we are, and the everything looks good except for us, basically.
Yep.
And the further we are, the worse we look. Even though it should be the opposite. It should be easier to look good far away, but... something about the way the 3D zooms doesn't scale right.
I mean, the few details that exist that you can make out as some sort of human shapes just disappear when you're too small and you're just a blob.
It's gotta be one of these first ones, but I don't know how I missed it if I came in here and didn't see it.
They're one of the shell houses.
Yeah.
I guess this is a shell house, too. It's at the top of one of them.
I don't know.
How the fuck do you see anything in this?
Well, it's dark now, but it wasn't before. Maybe it's in here somewhere. I don't know. The obnoxious quest to find a materia I don't actually want to use. Where's the Viper halberd?
Oh, it's in the house with the beds.
I must have missed the upstairs, the double upstairs. If only they had a name for a room like that.
I think it's like behind the last bed. So I checked the wiki and I checked some site that I forgot the name of. And whatever. I had to go to some specific Steam community guide to find a picture that actually tells you where the fuck it is.
I see it. Where's the Viper halberd? Not that I care about it or anything. We can look for it later.
I'm curious now, so I gotta look it up.
The wiki only has a picture of the comet materia that no one on Earth has ever missed. I'm gonna keep making extremely sweeping statements until somebody gets mad at me.
I don't think you can get the Viper halberd yet. A little later.
That probably is true. Maybe. I just don't see how I could have missed it again. I just swept every building pretty much.
Yeah, it's later.
I'm gonna take all off and put on enemy skill 3. We can now go skill hunting if we feel like it. I bet someone young enough was playing this game and didn't realize you could pick up materia that were lying on the floor or something. Like somebody's probably missed Bahamut, but it is given to you.
I feel like I missed one of them.
Somebody who just doesn't interact with them. I mean, summons can be hard to find sometimes. Like the one in the forest here, you might not notice that, and even if you do, you might not be able to catch it very easily.
I remember getting that one. I had a very, very vivid memory of what it was.
There's the one where she insults Titan in the reactor, and you can just ignore that and just go.
I probably didn't get that one. Not sure. But I think I had to dig in the Bone Village for the Bahamut thing. I think I missed the actual place for it.
Oh. This whole place with no random battles kicks ass. It really makes you feel like the game should be this way, actually. A little bit less battling would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hop. Oh, shove. No Cait Sith allowed. Fluid. He just gets into tall mode.
Posture check.
Bend over, pull sword out of my ass.
I feel like when I played this as a kid, for some reason, the weapons would never render outside of battle. So he pulled out nothing.
All we can do is shimmy. Oh, that's a good
Your
shimmy.
stretches. That doesn't look right. Oh god. Oh my god.
Anyway. Oof. Oh
What
no,
are
I
you
got shot with
making
a
me do,
butt line.
kid?
I'm never gonna get to use that level 4 limit break.
Damn.
You think?
Oh man.
Do you think anyone's ever told Sephiroth he has lovely green eyes? Like really shiny, beautiful eyes. Really good-looking guy. I mean, really.
Wow. I never know just how handsome you were, Sephiroth.
Thanks, Cloud. Thanks for
What
the
a
help,
jerk.
Cloud.
Dang.
By Jove.
We had queued up 2 fucking butt lines right for the stab, and he didn't do it. Damn it!
This can't be real. I got stabbed with a butt line. See, he's talking about where it's at.
Damn, I can't answer this befuddlement.
Luigi!
Oh no, I got shot with a butt line.
What about my pain? Drink some water. Strong, it's right there. There's plenty of water to go around.
You don't even have a bunt line. You can't be angry. Oh no, I got shot with a butt line.
Because strong
Dang.
you are. Urgh.
This is really weird because the half of the sentence is after this whole battle. It takes forever to get to the other side. Anyway, here's this thing. Just chilling. Just comes out of an arm or whatever he threw. I'm gonna hit him with the dice. It's gonna be amazing.
Dang.
Wow, 800. Watch out, Gross.
Gotta hire an
You got
animator
too
to
much power.
replace Sephiroth in that cutscene with Cait Sith throwing dice to kill Air.
Then you gaze in Cait Sith's beautiful blue eyes. Fall in love.
And he says, I know I killed her, but we gotta keep going. I've got a hostage. And you just keep going with him.
I could kill more. I'll shoot Marlene with a blunt line.
Blue flame coming in. Oh, this boss can't actually hurt me, it looks like. It's got some trouble. I'm gonna hit him with the comet when I feel like it.
Where's that fucking Aqualung?
I haste the boss. This is my gift to you, Genova, for a fair fight. Let's battle. I didn't like that, so here comes Reflect. I don't believe you can reflect enemy skills,
I don't think so.
but you can reflect comet, so we just won't use that for a bit.
Here's also how weird and petty the Final Fantasy wiki is. Because this boss's name is Genova-Life in all caps. So the article for this boss fight starts with Genova-Life referred to as Genova Space Life in the Brady Games Guide. It's like, what the fuck?
Okay, it did certainly reflect my stuff, so I guess we can't do anything until Reflect's over.
Damn.
I did a test before launching the big boy move. Aqua Long.
There you go. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, fight's over. Fuck off. I usually have Comet and Meteor Rain both at this point and blast the crap out of this boss.
Speaking of blasting the crap out of him. Yeah.
Jeez.
That was almost good.
Let's do a fire check. Like, it's still on. There's no indication at all in game, right? Like, there's no way to tell that I know.
Good.
You just kind of deal with it until it's finally. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Damn. She could have hit Gross. Gotten rid of her for good.
Nah, a new one will pop up. Can't get rid of.
It's such a what is that? There's no feedback at all. He throws the dice, doesn't make a fucking sound, and a number appears. What the fuck? He's so shitty.
How can Reflect still be up? Get out of here!
Are you supposed to do like a dispel thing?
I don't have that. That's a really late game thing. Like, that's level 3 on the materia that gives
It
you
is?
that.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. We'll just beat her up. I don't care. Can't Reflect Bahamut.
Mega Flare.
Pissed off dragon coming in. I don't know what the summons are supposed to actually be in terms of materia. Like, you just wisely say a word and a dragon appears out of nowhere. Is that magic?
You say a magic word and then the All-Father comes in.
That's right.
Throws a spear into the sky and rends the clouds asunder.
Hits for 400.
It's for 420.
Swings his sword, misses, leaves.
But it was a steel blade sword.
Anyway, a puppet. Finally. Because.
Because.
It says Genova. Which I feel like is a mistake as
Oh.
well.
Probably.
Does Genova ever say anything?
It's like the #1 place also to fucking stop. Jesus. What? What the fuck?
Well, that's enough for me. See you next
I
week.
got the sad shuffles. Look at him go. What the fuck? This game is real. Oh my god.
Have you seen the NES version of this, the demake?
Yes.
In like 3
Yes.
frames, he drops her into the water, blop, and then it just moves on. I defeated the whole demake. It ends on disc 2 point, like 10% into disc 2 is where it ends. Just wraps up where the game probably should end, actually. They should have expanded on the rest of it and ended it there and not had what is disc 3, really. And I think the game would have been better for it.
Where was Strong standing? If it's that deep everywhere.
He was standing on the plane that lets him float on the shallow water.
Oh, I see. I understand.
Well, that sucks. Anyway, let's mosey.
Why don't we shuffle out of here? Gross style.
He's talking about himself immediately.
I'm strong.
First class.
He can't go 10 minutes without thinking about his own damn self.
It's longsword's
What's going on?
I'm too strong.
Oh no, I got shot with a butt line. Oh, good thing By Jove isn't dead. Might have really made a mistake there.
Damn, that would have been bad. I'll never forgive. What was his name? Sephiroth. Yeah, him.
Would you all randomly like to go home, or?
Watch you? What?
What?
Why did he say watch you? It's Longswordsman X.
Please do not open the disc holder, please. I know you don't know how this works yet. We're gonna teach you right now. Multi-disc. I guess she was killed instantly, and the Phoenix Down, despite the incredible lack of understanding what a Phoenix Down is by all of the fans of this game, I guess, it only cures knockdown. It's not some magical thing that restores life at all. And they never meant to say that it was. Oh, there's my boy. There's the Dirge
Oh my
Cerberus
god,
intro.
look at that. Oh, he's got junk in the trunk.
Look at this nice boots.
His hand looks like one of those weird undersea creatures with like a ton of tentacles for its mouth. Little long tail.
I don't think that worked right.
Oh.
I'll have to figure out how to switch discs. I think there's a way to,
I mean, if you just load, you just saved, it should probably work, right?
yeah, you might be right. It's supposed to auto transition, but that should work, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that if it doesn't,
Also, on that picture just before, there were like 4 simultaneous lightning bolts in the sky. That was a lot of thunder.
somebody's cast in Lightning 3.
Oh my god. Hope it's not lol Mao.
I love the way the continue takes 3 seconds to light up. It always makes me feel like something's broken. Oh, we're gonna have to work this out. Actually, I think I just need to rename that file, maybe.
There's menu command apparently.
Yeah, I see that. We might have to tech this. I'm sure I can fix it, but I might have to tech it out. Let me try this. He just went nuts. Told his friends, went home. End of the story.
He really wanted him to say, like, yeah, we'll go home. You can, mope around, I guess. They all wanted to go with him still. He's like, fuck this. He just killed all of them.
And remember that shitty date? Wow.
Yes. I imagine something 10 times better.
Yeah.
Because a lot
Anything.
of people, when we discuss FF7, like, have you ever seen a date with Barrett? Like, takes a lot of work.
Damn.
Oh, man.
I'll have to tech this one out. figure out
Damn.
exactly how to do the switch. That'll take some research, I think. I'm not sure why that save file isn't where I want it to be, so I have the save file on this one, certainly, so.
You need to close it entirely and then move it, not with the emulator open.
Oh, okay. Well, one more try then, and then I'll check it out if this doesn't work. I'm basically telling it where my memory card is. That's what I'm trying to do. Do you want to get a count of the keywords while I do this?
Okay.
I don't know how much longer we'll go anyway, because we're in for a lot of stuff. Big old Snowboarding is coming up soon.
For a little longer.
One of my favorite juxtapositions, probably second to the terrible Cait Sith scene, is snowboarding right after that. Just immediately hopping on a radical snowboard and going right down, shredding the gnar, just going right down that hill.
Eris dies and they just do a 900 right after. Hey, look at me. Let's see. 115 plus 3 plus 56 plus 30 plus 30. We were at 234.
Looks good. We got it.
And we're currently at. We got a lot of fucking Sephiroths. Holy shit. We got a shit ton. 7. 30.
What are we at?
So we are at 272. So we did 38. It was mostly just Sephiroths, really.
39?
We got one curse, apparently, one soldier, one life stream, and all the rest were Sephiroths. 34 Sephiroths.
There were 2 what-thas.
3.
Long Swordsman X.
We,
We're
we
at
get
40
one
now.
scene too.
Well, the countdown begins. We have 30 minutes to get 10 more readings, because I think I'm going to call it midnight. You folks who voted on 50 plus.
Pray for more Sephiroths.
This is automated jumping.
Look at him go. I think you learned that from... gross.
I think I learned it from Soldier First Class.
Could be. Let's see where Viper lands in the... or halberd or wherever in the box there.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to it. There it is. Very exciting. Why did they say this is in the Forgotten City? Freaking Wikipedia thing. Ugh. I guess
technically.
Not really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not, because it's really...
I wouldn't say
whatever.
it is. If I were directing someone to this, I would be like, north of the Forgotten City area, adjacent, at least anything else than in the city. The city's huge.
After the boss of the Forgotten City. That way you know. Oh,
Oh,
once
I'm
I've done
hurt.
the boss.
Oh no, they're the monsters. Oh no, oh jeez.
What's their
Trick
name?
play.
Thank God it's not mall dancers anymore. Those guys were bad news.
Yeah, with 2,000 health.
Jesus.
Take this thing seriously. Chocobo's friend is back and pissed. No mercy. Destroy. Trick play. That thing costs as much as a summon, but is almost instant, so I love it way more than the summons.
They gave you the good music. Oh, fuck. I was just gonna say the music is back. Fucking game. Reading my mind.
do you like this?
Pretty good. Strong's got some serious skills climbing that stuff.
Going down. What the hell is a hypno crown? Oh, great.
Yep. For all those exciting fights where you want to manipulate.
What do you think that purple materia is?
Ooh, I bet it's independent.
Probably.
I don't know.
Look at this thing! What is this not a boss for? Acrophes. 100?
Maybe that's why it's not a boss.
I'm gonna rob him. There is a lot of dialogue coming up in the next town. Probably we'll finish that before we get... I know we'll just start the next stream with snowboarding, so... There's a chance we'll get those 10. How many live streams are going to show up in that discussion? Oh, that's actually maybe good.
Ooh, that's nice.
I think that nullifies water.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't heal us. Huge tidal wave, whoa! What?
Seem bigger.
He healed
What the
himself.
fuck? He's dealt a little over 100? What?
He hit himself with the move that the boss used to kill himself with, but now he absorbs water, so he's just healed himself up. Well,
Only 24 more of those and your whole party would have been dead.
I love the way this ladder is here. Jammed in any way we can get it.
Do you think Sephiroth put that there?
Only Sephiroth could have done this.
Yes. What's it gonna be? Is it long range again?
Magic Plus.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't actually care about the third. I know I've been waiting 100 years for it, but I don't actually care about the third enemy skill. We don't really need 3. I mean, optimally you would have 3, I guess. Next time we play, after I have the ability to get back to Wutai, go do that stuff, it'll be fairly easy at this level. The only reason I didn't do it was because I wanted that enemy skill.
What are these guys? Grim guards? They are pretty grim. $140. Uh-oh.
If I could spin the camera and actually see him. There it is. I got Shrivel. From the Grim Guards.
Where are you in the pool? What do you got, Shrivel?
Of the little block.
Yep, they're trying their best. They're just little guys. Damn, that was tough. Almost as tough as that guy who hit you for 120.
I got another shrivel.
Oh. Shrivel City over here.
The chests in this game are so dramatic.
They look incredibly out of place. Like their whole model is just like weird.
This is where the Bandersnatchers are.
Whoa.
I've been waiting all game to say Bandersnatchers. Here they come. Here they come.
You know what would help against the Bandersnatchers? You can shoot them with a blunt lock.
That's rude.
Oh god.
Aren't they-
Bandersnatch.
Aren't they fearsome?
Ooh.
These are in FF9. They are Titanic in FF9. They are so much worse looking. They're just dangerous as hell in that game. They have like 3,000 health and they're chasing you down.
Oh my god, it's these?
Yeah.
Holy
Giant
crap.
lion-looking things.
Lion?
Maybe.
Don't know if I would say that. You might be misremembering what the Bandersnatches are.
Big white cat-looking monsters.
Yeah, they are big and white and fluffy. They got rows of teeth. They have a curly, fluffy tail. And weird button eyes.
In this game, they are just another junk enemy, by which I mean an enemy that only exists for you to kill and level up off of, and that does nothing to you. It can't possibly win. We're here. Snowberg. Strength.
Strange music for a ski resort town.
Even as I must have been like 12, even then I knew that this was not the tone they should be using after a scene like I had just seen 10 minutes ago. She has been completely forgotten, but they just have completely moved on. They got over that death real fast.
Mm-hmm.
We have the map.
Aaron's who?
Aaron? Aaron?
Sure I do, Belda.
I hate this map.
That's a sweet ass map. Put that on Arcade Pit. Fuck those pixel maps.
Yeah.
Get that sucker in there. Hero drink.
They told me I could have the map for some reason. Health and posture check.
I'm checking.
Sit up straight. Stand up straight, Cloud. Actually, Cloud has immaculate posture.
Yes, as we saw in the cutscene before Eris died.
Hey, that's a rad board you got there.
We just rob this town blind. We take everything they have. Free map, free board.
Dang. Check out the weapon shop.
Smack? What she? What? Organics? Explain, please. Game. Mastex?
Mastex.
Good old Mastex. Lariat? What?
It's time to upgrade to organics for sure.
What the fuck is going on? Micro laser?
This one's still worse than his dad's thing, and I mean, it probably has other stats on it though, yeah.
Maybe. Who knows, because the fucking game doesn't tell you.
It's got a lot of different slots. And here's
Ogre
worth money.
Nix? Yeah, not organic.
I just need one more ether's worth of cash. Okay. Want to sell some potions.
You don't need his weapon. He's just stinky boy.
I want to have as little money as possible. I love it.
Oh, yeah, I see. 920 kill.
This store only
damn.
makes one sell every 10 years, but damn, they capitalize. They get a house every time they make a sale.
They got a squad of freaks coming in. They'll buy the weapons. Organics.
I'm finally dropping the double growth. And after all that double growth, we still haven't hit level 3. Like, despite my best efforts, it's just that hard to get level 3. It just does not happen. So it is probably finally time to pass this off to someone else, so not everyone hits... I mean, she has no health at all for some reason, just disgustingly low. I don't know why. She's low
She has a
level.
ton of magic.
Yeah, I guess that is... I get 5% for each one of these. Wow.
That's loads.
These ones are really nasty. The barriers, they're not good enough to merit that, I would say.
I think you gave Bahamut to her, which was also...
Yeah, it's equally bad.
yeah.
You can have these. Smell cat.
No, I should have named Cait Sith Bubsy. Where's the mod that replaces him with Bubsy? People working on these HD texture mods and fucking 60 FPS, whatever. Where's the real stuff?
I swear I had a really, like, werewolf-looking Red 13 mod that was hilariously badly looked. That was the best.
Oh my god.
I had, like, a screenshot of it.
We need that.
And that's all I've got left. Because that whole playthrough is not on YouTube, I don't think. Actually, I think maybe Admiral uploaded it. Because I didn't have a channel yet for that. Just uploading every single... My YouTube was for LPs only. I was not just putting videos up for the hell of it. So I did not add the whole FF7 playthrough like I ought to have. Do I have money for the inn? Heck. Can you spot me? Hey.
Free bed? It's quite a trip. How'd they get here?
I guess they just sailed and then went through the Temple of the Ancients. And then the cave with the, you know, the radical Hydra in it.
They'd have to dig up the lunar harp first.
What the?
To go through the holy crap!
Oh, yeah?
Is that right?
What do you mean?
She knew about a lot of things.
A regular knower of stuff.
Was there an inn here? What if you try to rest at a place and you don't have the money?
Mr. Holes off.
I know everybody who has a map in town.
Oh, yeah? Hey.
What? You ever hear the myth of the snow woman who hates hot springs?
Yoink. broke. What if I were a real sicko and just used mega elixirs instead of the inn? Do you think anyone would yell at me if I just, you know, played it off like that? Just kept on using shit instead of using the inns?
Hmm.
If that were just the way I played. Have some potions. So I have 195. Yeah. I know what to do. We'll sell our 135th soldiers. I've got so much junk in my inventory to sell, I just don't feel like it. Where's my 135th soldiers? Oh, they're worth too much. We need tissues. Oh, I'm 3 tissues short.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
What about the greens?
Oh, they're too good.
Fuck.
There's gotta be something junky. Yeah, here
Here.
it is. That's one. Now, these are actually good.
Damn.
Petrify.
Grab Badgerist Claw. Yes. M Tentacles.
Oh, those are good. Loco Weed.
That shit sucks.
Smoke Bomb. Oh, that was too much. Damn. I just assumed it would be worth one. We're loaded now. We can sleep
boy.
twice. We can take
You
2.
scumbag.
We have 349 smackers. Yeah, I did spend like 10 grand on digging and only got no bunt line out of it.
You got potions.
I'm bunt lineless. Yeah, I sold those for cash. I used to sleep at the end. That's true. At least we got those.
Net gain.
Absolutely. Hey. Oh, don't. Thank you for your kindness. What?
Okay. Wow, he can speak 3 times at once. Edge left.
No. We've been caught. Oh no, I got shot with a bunt line.
That's your excuse for everything, isn't it, Strong?
Long Swordsman X.
Oh, man.
He didn't even die. He's doing fine.
Did he escape from the temple before Cait Sith compressed it into an orb? What the fuck? By Jove just died. This lady's tumbling down the cliff.
Thanks for the tips on snowboarding.
The tone in this game is so fucking ridiculous, and there's like 10,000 nerds who are upset that it didn't win Game of the Forever voting, and instead Undertale stole it. Rightfully from under FF7's nose.
Found the steps, took me a minute. And the beeper next to the bed. 1 turbo ether, please.
What's with the cyber bed? Why are there fucking blinking lights on it?
It's the future. That's a gun.
It is. Oh, okay. It'll shoot the nightmares away. What is this? I don't remember any of this.
Did you see what the 3rd tape was?
Confidential.
Oh boy.
Is LA confidential?
It's time for more goof scenes, is what it is. Right after the dramatic death. Alright, we're gonna tape this at the Knowles Pole.
A what?
See, this guy is who we always need on the team. Just like, hold on a second. The what? Just, huh?
Are you having a stroke?
What do you mean by talk with the planet? What is that? Ill the
Knowles
planet? What?
pole? Would you please explain a Knowles pole yet again?
Ill? Can you define that?
What is spiritual power?
Knowles Pole.
No. What? Do you think that's a misplaced enemy name? It's supposed to be something else.
Should it be Trickster?
What was it even called?
When the
Trick
Cetra
guy.
were preparing to part with the land they loved. That's when it appeared. It looked like our dead mothers and our dead brothers, showing us specters of the past.
Who is the person that appeared at the North Cave? I haven't any idea.
That's when the one who injured the planet, or the crisis from the sky, as we call him, came. He first approached as our friend, deceived them, and finally gave them the virus. The Cetra were attacked by the virus and went mad, transforming into monsters. Then, just as he had at the Knowles Pole, he approached other Cetra clans, infecting them with the virus.
You don't look well. Let's call it a day.
So Cetra almost was the virus. Barrett was almost right, I guess.
But they transformed into monsters. What is weapon? Fala, can you comment on the thing called weapon?
Yes, Professor. The one the professor mistook for a Cetra was named Genova. That is the crisis from the sky. The planet knew it had to destroy the crisis from the sky. You see, as long as... I haven't been marking these Genovas. Heck,
Space
Oh,
lady.
fuck, that's right. Oh, beans.
I feel like those are the only ones we've seen so far, though.
I think so.
We got 2 out of this so far. You see, as long as Genova exists, the planet will never fully heal.
Back then, weapon was a weapon the planet produced of its own will?
Yes, but there's no record of weapon ever being used. Small number of the surviving Cetra defeated Genova
Mom in a pickle jar.
and confined it. The planet produced weapon, but it was no longer necessary to use it.
So weapon no longer exists on this planet?
The word weapon and also the word soldier showing up in the script the way they do feels like it was a marker for someone to translate it later, and they just didn't.
Yes.
It's like, please come up with a cool name for weapon. Planet weapon.
What if we
Weapon.
make it a proper noun? Maybe then it'll be good.
Weapon cannot vanish, it sleeps. Weapon sleeps. Even though Genova is the calamity from the skies.
Mom.
The crisis from the sky.
Mom.
Where is weapon? The planet is watching closely. The planet is vigilant.
I mean, the planet's right there.
It's always hanging out.
Oh. Thanks, I guess. we'll continue our podcast about the planet, weapon, and crisis from the sky tomorrow. But first, Squarespace.
What are you doing, honey?
Oh, I'm thinking of taping it up. What the fuck, you pervert? But the video's not working tonight. Oh my god.
What are you gonna tape? Oh, she was
no,
bored.
that's not it. I'm going to record my beautiful daughter.
What if we called her Earth because it sounds like Earth?
What if we called her Weapon?
By Jove, I've decided.
It'll be, by Jove. Hee hee. Dr. Professor Honey. Yeah, what was his name anyway? They mentioned? Was he just been the professor so far? That's how parents talk to each other.
She can't be strong. We're strong.
Yeah, Jesus. The story's confusing. Brings a tear to my eye.
Damn. How dare they intrude on our private time? Private
Okay.
time together.
A screenshot. That's a fucking quote. What is he gonna do? Shoot them?
It's just somebody knocking on the door. Damn.
Who, the devil?
It's an Amazon package, my man. Relax. It's him. It's the guy no one likes. There he is. Oh, it's the other guy no one likes.
Gast?
Hojo Sr.
Gast.
So now you know his name, the big mystery. But at least he's not Hojo. He's actually apparently just living in the mountains by himself. He quit. He quit and then just moved up to the mountains and married the ancient that he was supposed to kidnap.
Ha ha ha. Oh no, watch out everybody. He's severing all ties with Shinra. I'm gonna write him a stern letter. I'll complain to the board.
Watch out, Gast. Oh, Gast.
Yeah, darling. Wow, he was watching that pretty fast. Holy shit.
Well, what's our count at now?
Oh, I think we've surpassed it. Oh, let's see.
We are exactly where we're gonna be here, I think.
5 plus 4 plus 57 plus 35 plus 31. 271. I think we were at 224 before. Damn. Well, I need to check again just to make sure.
Hey. Thanks for giving me the snowboard. Free. What? Okay, we're going to give them snowboarding lessons as payment, and that's the ticket.
I knew did I fuck something up? We were at 234 and we are now at... $281, yeah. Okay, yeah, we missed by 3.
Sweet.
Why's there no music? It's supposed to be silent.
Yeah.
Catch air balloons.
I'm so bad at catching the balloons. I don't think the balloons do anything here, though. Like, this is just for gold saucer. They just didn't bother to remove the balloons for this.
By Jove, just died.
Yeah, that's right. This is my only chance to say shred the gnar. We gotta give it to me here. Oh. Ever since Snowboard Kids, I haven't had another opportunity.
Shred the gnar? What?
Yeah. That's like the only slang I know from skateboarding.
Oh, I didn't remember there were Moogle snowmen.
Those kids were building them. This is impossibly hard to do. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he deserves that. We'll stop there with his wipeout, the chump.
Pretty radical.
We're gonna take it from the top next time. I gotta go outside and save properly so that we have our save good. Actually, they're not gonna let me. Oh, yes we are. No. We're not allowed to do anything.
Was there no save point at the inn?
Oh no. That's interesting that we just have to snowboard. There's probably a save at the bottom of the mountain. But I insist on starting next stream with snowboard. We got a taste of it. I can make my own damn save, so... Eat it.
Yeah.
Eat it, FF7.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Get a load of this guy.
I was thought the Blues. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me, Matty.
Yeah.
Sorry that your favorite character didn't get to come and watch Aries die. I know your favorite character is Sid. Your favorite character is Cait Sith.
Cait Sith was way better than anything else. God damn.
Less than 50 is the winner. Have a good night.